Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome back to more of HR Week 2021. So right now, I believe probably right now you've already had a great chance to stroll, to take a gentle stroll around our format, around our venue, our virtual venue here online, sharing lots of ideas, certainly in the HR Expo Zone, networking a little bit earlier on. Remember, we'll be doing that shortly afterwards this afternoon again as well. A chance to visit the booths and visit many of the vendors you're curious about, you'd like to know more about what they're doing. Book yourself a meeting with them and see where that collaboration could actually lead as well. So literally lots to see, lots to do. Right now, you will not be disappointed otherwise. Here, right now, this is track A, and this is all about looking at a idea program that maybe you put together and you think to yourself, it's going to lead naturally to better engagement and belief in strategy. Myth or reality? That's what we're going to try and find out. But literally, we're going to hear now from one of our Grandmaster partners, Fortenova. Their idea program provides a proven blueprint to capture hundreds of ideas to improve productivity, cut costs, and drive engagements from the bottom up in a short time period. So I'm intrigued as much as you are, really, to hear Fortenova's idea and how they're doing that to help you do the same in your company or organization. So please a warm welcome to the virtual stage with me right now, Director of HR of the HR sector at Zvezda of the Fortenova Group, Sandra Miletic. Sandra, hello.
Hi, hello, Peter. How are you?
I'm doing really good, really well. How are you doing? Have you been with us this morning? Have you had a chance to listen to maybe a few of the sessions already?
Yes, the beginning and at the end about the engagement, it was really interesting and motivating. However, now I try for the last 15 minutes, try to share my presentation, but I cannot share it. I don't know if somebody can help me.
Okay, and member of the tech team, if you can do that, try to do that right now. So what's going to happen now is over the next 15 minutes or so together, you'll be sharing your insights. And at the end, remember, if we have any questions or people are curious about what you're doing and like to ask you something, I'll come back in and then pose those questions. How are we doing? Hopefully we can get it. I'm just getting a message through. Unfortunately, we can't do that for you. Sandra, could you do it without your presentation? I'm sure you could. I'm sure you.
Yes, I will try to put you in a format of PDF, and maybe that will be better. So if you can wait for a minute.
Okay, let's see what we can come up with. Again, remember, everyone listening, this is all about Fortenova's idea program. It sounds good. It seems quite impressive. And I'm sure you'll be going into that a little bit more detail in terms of how it's put together and also the outcomes as well. So again, intrigued to hear what that is going to share with us right now. Hopefully the PDFs are coming up. Are they? Hopefully. Where are you right now, Sandra, by the way?
I'm here. I'm trying to, I converted and now I'll try to share it. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Great. Do you see it?
Beautiful. I don't see it. Oh, here it comes. Full screen. Can you get that on full screen?
Yes. Okay, the show starts.
Sandra, you are a magician. Fantastic. Far, far better than I. Okay, take it away and I'll join you a little bit later on.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Sandra. I'm from HR Zvezda company, one of the operational companies within the Fortenova. And I'm glad that today I will present the Fortenova program, my idea. And our hypothesis is that the program leads to the better engagement and belief in strategy. This is the hypothesis, whether this is the myth or reality. So at the end, we will see if this is our reality. For sure, at the beginning, I can say it is. Because we really created a formalized and structured project that enables more than 50,000 of our employees to be a part of this amazing transformation of the company. And what I would like to point out, that the vision of the project, at least from my side, is that opportunities are found within problems. Isn't something I invented. I heard it on a couple of conferences. And however, this is the vision and guidance for any potential current and future improvement of the program we might have for the project. So today we can discuss through the chat. You can privately connect with me on LinkedIn if you have any further question and would you discuss the project. Does this project works for all companies? Whether are there any obstacles? And but at the beginning, I would like just to give you a quick introduction on Fortenova Grupa. Then I would like to engage a bit of public and see what is your definition of idea, how do you perceive it in your company, maybe from the business context. Then we will talk more about the corporate values, because they are the backbones in implementation of the program. I have an idea. I will show you the steps in implementing the idea, because in order to succeed in the project, there needs to be some structure, taking into account also that Fortenova is a large group and has different brands and companies, and there needs to be a certain alignment. I will show you the results that actually show us that the engagement and belief in strategy index raised, not just because of this project, but certainly there is a great amount on it. And at the end, I would like for you to take some takeaways in your company or your personal life for the future. So just a quick intro. Fortenova Group is one of the largest companies in Southeast Europe. Fortenova, it's a relatively new name, but certainly you are acquainted with more than 100 brands in portfolio that exist for decades in our market. Mainly a lot of them are regional market leaders. And we operate mainly in three key areas. This is retail, food, and agriculture. So the main goal is to receive the feedback and recommendation suggestions from our employees from these three group of companies. So as I said before, we have more than 500,000 employees, 50,000 employees, and this really makes a great pool for, as you will see on every my slide, that simple ideas often lead to grandiose achievements. So all our research through communication with employees, focus groups, questionnaires show that program leads definitely to the better engagement and belief in strategy. However, we know this is not the only activity. However, but embeds in overall employee experience that we try to improve and to connect with our main four corporate values that are all interconnected. So here we see the excellence, integrity, and honesty, that it's like a base for all our professional and personal activities. Collaboration, because without collaboration there is no success, and innovation and sustainability. And we are proud because we now have also results from our corporate culture and climate that show that this is the only value that increased compared to the last year. So employees will recognize that innovation is something that is developing more and more in our company. Needless to say that actually in order to succeed in this project, we need to include CEOs, the management, who are really in Fortenova the sponsor of our project, and who really put a great emphasis on promoting the My Idea program. And that is actually the right strategy in order for program to succeed. taking into account that actually 96% of ideas or innovation throughout some research have fate of complete failure. And the reason is that the voice of employees is not heard, or maybe in some companies is not enough pushed. So innovation is one of our corporate values. So that is, as I said, recognized as the most developing one. But without collaboration and interconnection of all of these corporate values, our vision would not be certainly achieved. On the other hand, what innovation is defined by Fortenova. This is driving process efficiencies and effectiveness, because we believe that the bottom line of our employees, our blue-collar employees, the short floor employees, people from administration, but also people from the management, all are accountable in order to provide ideas, and in this way create a better ways for the organization to be successful. And afterwards I will show you what are all the areas of the improvement. So actually I want also to point out here that we want to create a culture of empowerment and environment where there are not only leaders responsible for the results, for the efficiency, for the revenue, but actually employees, they like to have a voice to be heard. And sometimes this is even a better empowerment and employee satisfaction than just having material incentives in place. During our program that started neither a year and a half ago in June 2020, to corporate culture, we wanted to foster innovation as a key corporate culture and the value. And we've seen that innovation is an indicator and predictor of the company performance for a second year in a row. And there was a direct link between the culture and performance. And at the end, the greater employee satisfaction as our greatest stakeholders at the end that we want to put an emphasis throughout this project. Before I go to the results that will show you the measurable impact of the project in Fortenova with I Have an Idea project, I would like you to go on via your mobile phone or maybe your laptop, tablet on www.menti.com, as you see on the slide, and use this code. You have minute and 2, and you can write 1 to 2 maybe definition or synonym or first thought. What do you believe is an idea for you or for your organization? This is completely anonymous, but I just want to receive a glimpse and show you how the program actually can start if this program is not already implemented in your organization. So I hope you are all aware of this Menti. If not, it's very easy to use. Just go to this website and use the code. And you can write one synonym or thought about the idea. So we can do it right now if that's okay. So let's start and see. I will do also from my side. As long as you write something, it will appear immediately on the slide. So for now, I don't see any. Okay, great. I see. Okay, we have like a simple, fresh, highlight, new. I'm sorry, I don't know how many people are on this presentation, but the code can be used also afterwards, and we can discuss. Okay, I like your opinion, because idea to the history was characterized something as an ideal thing. Oh, we have a lot of now: creative, bright, different, highlight, value, impact, brainstorm, amazing. Okay, thank you for the feedback. So that was the path I wanted to and contribution I wanted to receive from you, because definitely idea is something that it's in progress, something that needs to be brainstormed, something that leads to a solution. And certainly this presentation about my idea cannot be explained without mentioning post-it notes. I know that you heard it for the 1,000 times, and but I believe that post-it as one of the best-selling products on the world. It's a great example that show that actually some ideas that were characterized as the biggest failure, and they had like several times opportunity to go on the market, but they failed. It took it over 10 years to management to recognize the success. So it means that one idea, when it's recommended by your employee, doesn't mean it will not be implemented in some certain period in the future. And that is also some highlight I want you to remember, because some ideas are not maybe for now, but maybe in some recent and recent future. Okay, now we can move on. Thank you. My slide doesn't go. Okay. Okay, so as I said before, idea was something very idealistic, but for us in Fortenova, it's a very practical, and it's mainly related to two type of employees in our company. It comprises of all 50,000 employees, but certainly we believe that the best ideas come from the employees who are the heart of the company, who see the best where the improvements can be made. And that is certainly depending on the company. As you saw before, we are divided on agri, on food and retail, and we have production, we have retails, we have shops, and so there are different ideas that can come across the company. But this create the program even more challenging in order one size fits all, meaning that we have standardized program, but in some terms we are quite different, because the idea cannot be implemented on the Fortenova Group level, but maybe for certain operational company. So in 2020, when we started the program, the goal was to formalize the process of recommendation, not just of creating the boxes and written forms where employees write about the ideas, but also to evaluate ideas. So each company has its committee board that comprises of people on all different kind of levels of responsibility and departments, from marketing, sales, finance, HR, IT, because we want to receive this diversity and thinking out of the box, not just having the managers and or maybe the board to decide which idea is the best one. The second goal was certainly to foster proactive ownership mindset. and give responsibility to employees, because after the idea is awarded, the process actually begins, and employees, together with their supervisors and other colleagues, in such a forum as an ideathon, they can work on implementing the idea in their company, and that is something that makes them even more engaged, and gives them praise and boosts their morale. At the end, this creates innovative business culture for all stakeholders, and mainly for our employees that are our, like we say, heart of the company. Here is a very interesting study that shows that 72% of companies allow innovation to die because there is no formalized process to review and evaluate suggested ideas. So really my Fortenova formalized process suggestion is to formalize the process so the people know how to use the program, that it's easy to use, and that they know that they will receive the feedback on their ideas. Areas of improvement really differ from company to company, but I believe that we can all agree that the goal is strengthen the efficiency to improve satisfaction of employees, our customers and partners at all levels. And we can sum up in several categories, as you can see, of reducing cost, increase revenue, improve service or product quality, increase employee satisfaction, and work on CSR, environmental, or any other topic that is interesting for your company. But it's very important that the information is cascading from the management and that the employees are aware and introduced with the strategy of the company. So here is just a glimpse how the program started. It started in June last year. We introduced the written forms and boxes, and that differs from company to company. Even we opened the emails, particularly for collecting only my ideas. So some people also can write in a digital way. We received so far 862 ideas from 631 employees. We awarded 125 ideas in this period from 80 companies in our portfolio, and mainly the areas of improvement are related to the sales, cost reduction or savings, employee satisfaction, and innovation. However, a project needs to be promoted all the time in order to employees be aware of the program. So we do that through different newsletters, special section, our people, where we promote the awarded ideas through social networks and bulletin boards. Okay. And finally, this is maybe the most important slide I wanted to show, because in HR sometimes, as we all know, it's very hard to connect results with the impact. But through our research, we showed that the engagement index and belief in strategy improved by 2 percentage points. That is very high when we talk about the corporate culture and climate survey, because sometimes we have an increase in decimal that is also very good. And here we have for 2 points, taking into account a challenging and COVID situation we had from the last year. But all of them improved for the second consecutive year. And also we are proud that the engagement index is more than 70%. Also beside the slide, you can see what actually we measure through the engagement and belief in strategy. We really want that our employees feel pride for working in a company. They are loyal. They feel that they are greatest ambassadors of the company. Even if they leave the company, when we do the exit interview, they say they will recommend the company for working. And they see the company where they have the opportunity to do what they do the best. Also, they are very acquainted with the company strategy, and they believe in a positive business plans and intentions of the company that is regularly communicated by a management team. Okay, so the key achievement is that, as I said at the beginning, opportunities are found within the problems, and our ideas made a transformation and innovation in our company, and also made Fortenova employer of choice that this year became among 20 most desirable employers in Croatia. That is a huge success in such a short period of time. My main takeaways for you is this formula. So you need to empower employees by providing them the structure program in order to recommend their solutions for certain problems, that it's easy to use, to provide not just financial incentives, but also written emails and kudos cards from the management, from the CEO, but also give the feedback not just only to rewarded employees, but also to the employee who recommend the idea but was not rewarded at some point. At the end, that makes a bigger recognition of the program.
How are we doing, Sandra? Only because of time. How are we doing? Are we nearly there?
I have 5 minutes, if that is okay, and I'm over.
I'm going to ask you to do that. If you can speed that up, that would be fantastic. We won't do the questions, but if you can speed that up slightly, that'd be great.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience at the beginning. I will show you just the best awarded ideas in 2020. It's a video of 5 minutes, but I will show you, since I come from Zvezda, one of the greatest ideas that actually was implemented and had a huge cost savings in the company, and employee really also contributed and received the second award based on the cost savings.
Imamo ideju kako je izgledala 2020. godina. Uspješno, jer je čak 177 zaposlenika dalo 281 prijedlog kako poboljšati naše poslovanje. Njihove su zamisli priznate, poneke već i implementirane, a ovo je 7 najboljih ideja i 7 ljudi koji stoje iza njih. Konzumov Matija Brčić osmislio je pravo win-win rješenje koje se temelji na uplatama u...
Sorry.
Zvijezda Dario Munđer, koji je radom u pogonu primijetio način na koji se tijekom pakiranja može uštedjeti vrijeme i novac.
Sa mojom idejom se dobilo povećanje proizvodnje francuske salate, smanjivanje broja potrebnih radnika na samoj liniji pakiranja i kvalitetnije pranje koje se na staroj liniji radilo ručno, a na ovoj liniji imamo mogućnost pranja linije automatski, odnosno cipom.
Da je pakiranje ponekad ključno, dokazuje...
Okay, so that was the idea from Zvezda that really had an impact on the cost saving side. But my last thought is it's not just about the cost saving, it's on the return on investment and on the employee satisfaction, and that we are all accountable for change. Science is not a closed box. We all can change the world. So can you. So thank you very much. And
Sandra,
again for the inconvenience.
No, listen, Sandra, it's absolutely fine. A few technical difficulties at the beginning. It's all good. It's all very good and really intriguing to hear this case study that you've just shared. So again, everybody who's listening, who's just listened, you can reach out to Sandra, I'm sure, over LinkedIn, over here, over the platform as well, if you're curious and like to know more about what she's doing, and also the group as well. So Sandra, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Right.
Have a nice day.
We will, hopefully. Okay, so we move on now. We're going to have a very, very short break of about 60 seconds. And after those 60 seconds, we will be back and we will be jumping into innovation in a 9 to 5 mindset, finding out if it's possible or not. Stick with us, 60 seconds.